Elon Musk revolutionary new school. What do you know about the new revolutionary school Elon Musk is starting? He is not starting the school from scratch as it has been in existence for a while now. However, with the new spin-offs of the school, we will be updating you on what you have missed. We will be discussing the school from the beginning of its route as a 2014 revolutionary project till what it is today. A bright new prospect for all who desire academic change. We shall begin taking you on a journey worldwide where over 250 million children cannot read or write. The estimation is that the world will need over 1.6 million more teachers to fulfill the world's educational needs. With our growing population, that number could double in 2030. These numbers are frightening and push a narrative that we might be doomed forever. So Elon Musk, who has many entrepreneurial caps, including being the CEO of Tesla, Neuralink, and SpaceX, the co-chair of OpenAI, an AI research company, decided to enter the education field. Elon Musk offered $15 million to XPRIZE, a global learning initiative. His support was to help develop methods to teach the remaining 250 million children who are left behind how to read, write, and do math within 15 months. The company runs a series of advanced global learning prize competitions where 5 finalists were each awarded a $1 million milestone prize. The prize was to go into funding for the cutting-edge software they had developed for the training of these children. The incubator project was held in Tanzania. This was the first step to ensuring that the education system felt its impact. This is the commitment that shows that Musk's heart is in the right place. But we are discussing a different avenue of his brilliance today. Here is a little background. The children born in 2010 are the most technologically infused demographic. These children are the first generation who are all entirely born in the 21st century. By 2030, the first of these born within this generation will be 20 years. Then they will start taking over leadership positions. As of 2045, when the people born within Generation Alpha are going to be making decisions. And with their introduction to the technology, they will be unstoppable. It is not coincidental that this generation will be ripe for the human race settling on Mars. This generation will live within all the futuristic descriptions we have for the next 30 years. But do we have educational institutions that are preparing them for these moments? As a generation in their prime in smart cities, living with robots and AI, what is the preparedness to live in these virtual realities and augmented reality? With all the tech advancements that we are looking at today and carefully following on closely, Generation Alpha will be the ones to experience it daily. So how do you find solutions that speak to the issue of underpreparedness by way of our education system? Elon Musk decided that to deal with the problem, he should create the solution by himself. As Elon Musk pondered over his children to receive the education he wanted, he decided to give them what they needed. So in 2014, Musk pulled all 5 children at the same time out of school. He then made one of his child's teachers the principal of the school. South African Josh Dunn is also the co-founder of the Ad Astra School. He decided that he would give them lessons to unlearn what they had been corrupted with and then school them on what was best for them. He set up their school at the California base of SpaceX. He called this school Ad Astra. In Latin, Ad Astra means to the stars. And everyone knows why this is a befitting name for the school founded by Elon Musk. He was preparing his children, the future owners, to go to the stars with SpaceX. This school admits children between 8 and 13. The school has now progressed to becoming one that identifies and accepts children from all zip codes. The school also encourages creativity in all aspects of its dealings. They encourage admission questions to be answered with audiovisual, digital, and artistic forms of expression. At the start, the school was for homeschooling Musk children and other SpaceX employees. As the times progressed, the school caught the eye of other parents who had similar views about education as Musk. The view is that problem-solving skills are the basis of all academic endeavors, so critical thinking and problem-solving are the compulsory elements of the curriculum. The school has hours where the children debate real-world scenarios and situations they could face in the future. Musk said that you need to teach children the problem instead of the tools. Once they are sufficient with knowledge of the problem, the usefulness of the tools to solve them will be more apparent. In an interview in 2015, Musk explained that there is no grading system in Ad Astra. He pointed out that different people like different things, which is why individuals' greater potentials are honed instead of a grade to cut across based on age and strength. He said that making all children go through the same grade simultaneously is like an assembly line. Whatever your talents and interests are, the Ad Astra school will build your intellectual to match that. In retrospect, this is the same as during the Revolutionary Era. The era got people schooled and raised to take over the industrial facilities. This may be a bit different because of the value of the new school, but it is within the same concept of schooling. Today, the most elite parents in LA want their children to go into Ad Astra. The school has 50 students, and it hopes to keep it that way. The reason is that the intended staff-to-student ratio must not be affected. This makes the wild entry process easier to understand. In 2017, when there were only 12 openings, 400 children took tests to get accepted into the school. The children had to undergo reasoning tests that child psychologists developed. The students engage in the laboratory and mental experiments to rethink the first fundamentals. It teaches the children to question their beliefs and ask how an already available solution could be better. The school, although for children and early teenagers, has experts in various science and technology fields. There are professionals in geochemistry, cosmochemistry, planetary science, astronomy, astrobiology scientists, science instructors, industrial engineers, filmmakers, and image and sound experts. One of the best things about this school is that it teaches every student how to give a TED Talk. With the pandemic scaling up the disparities of our education system, the Ad Astra model of education became a viable option for most kids stuck at home. With Ad Astra's quality line of education, Synthesis became the most exciting curriculum for education software developers. Chrisman Frank, a web developer of education researchers involved in the learning process, impressed Ad Astra. He was the lead developer on ClassDojo. The app was a communication platform for parents and their kids' teachers. Frank was also involved in the Project for Educational Resources That Scale at Stanford University. He worked on the video software that was based on the growth mindset concept. The concept explains that brain growth, much like physical growth, is achieved over time. Frank's video series was made into the homes of more than 10 million children. That was where they developed the idea to find something else that could be developed on a wide scale. Enter Synthesis. Synthesis is the use of game-based challenges and hypotheses and case studies to analyze simulation. The class was to stimulate the students' brains while allowing them to get involved in activities they liked. This was developed by the school's co-founder, who also specialized in gifted children's education and curriculum development. This curriculum is now launched as a platform for children all over the world. Chrisman Frank, impressed with the class he visited, expressed interest in making the platform available to everyone. Frank explained that he was sad that his children could never get this experience. So together with Don, they started the new Synthesis education platform as co-founders during the pandemic. Again, Don co-founded Astra Nova, a new school that put the Ad Astra model to use on a bigger scale. The larger accessible school has all its lessons online with annual tuition of $31,000. The online education platform currently admits students through an admissions system, but they hope to have it go away soon. They argue that when you leave the chance of a person gaining access into a school to recruiters, there is a chance that mistakes are bound to happen. So the goal is that the platform gets to a point where it is accessible to all. Once again, the grade segregation is not present in this cyber school, and the team building and problem solving is the goal. Once again, dialogue is the primary focus of the platform. Helping students find the answers to problems is not the same as teaching them the answers to the problem. And that is what differentiates Ad Astra, Astra Nova, and Synthesis from the mainstream school system. Today, Musk's conversation with Don about the failing education standards in 2014 has helped millions of children worldwide. Do you think these new school models will actually produce the next global leaders? What is the best part of this school in your opinion? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments below.